Breaking news! Canada's new express entry military category. Hey everyone! Welcome back to Canada Immigration Matters. And today I've got some game-changing news that could completely transform your Canadian immigration journey. If you're a military professional, senior manager, or researcher watching this, or if you're just trying to understand what's happening with express entry in 2026, you need to watch this entire video, because what I'm about to share could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our immigration updates. Trust me, with these changes coming, you'll want to stay informed. So here's the big news. Canada is seriously considering adding a military category to express entry. Yes, you heard that right. Along with categories for senior leaders and researchers, this isn't just speculation. IRCC has officially launched consultations, and based on recent government briefing notes, this is actually happening. Imagine this. If you're a military professional from an allied country, you could soon have a direct pathway to Canadian permanent residence, even with a mid-range CRS score. Stay with me till the end, because I'll show you exactly how to position yourself for success when these changes roll out. Why this matters right now. Folks, let me be crystal clear about why this is such a big deal. Canada is facing a massive recruitment crisis in the Canadian Armed Forces. We're talking about critical shortages in specialized technical and leadership roles. Meanwhile, allied militaries are training professionals with exactly the skills Canada desperately needs. Think about it. If you're watching from the US, UK, Australia, or any NATO country and you have military experience, Canada is essentially saying, we want you. This isn't just about filling military positions either. This could expand to other friendly countries too. So if you are in India, Nigeria, or Mexico, you will not be left out. Your skills in cybersecurity, logistics, aviation, and engineering are gold in the civilian sector too. The 3 new categories. Now let's break down all 3 proposed categories because this affects more than just military folks. First, the leadership category. Are you a senior manager who's been leading large teams and managing big budgets? Have you driven digital transformations or major restructuring projects? This category is designed for you. IRCC recognizes that senior managers often get lower CRS scores due to age factors, even though they bring incredible experience. This category could be your golden ticket. Second, research and innovation. Scientists and researchers, listen up. If you've got patents, publications, or have successfully commercialized research, Canada wants to fast-track you. They're specifically looking for people who can drive innovation and boost productivity. Third, national security and defense. This is the big one. Military professionals from allied countries with specialized training and operational experience. We're talking signals intelligence, cyber operations, aviation, logistics, engineering. If you've got it, Canada wants it. How it actually works. Now let me explain how this will actually work within express entry because I know many of you are wondering. These aren't replacing the current system. They're adding to it. You'll still need to qualify for one of the 3 federal programs: Federal Skilled Worker, Canadian Experience Class, or Federal Skilled Trades. But here's where it gets exciting. Once you're in the pool, if you qualify for one of these new categories, You could get invited with a much lower CRS score through category-based draws. Let me give you a real example. In our most recent healthcare draw, the cutoff was 475. But the general CEC draw, that was 534. That's a 59-point difference. Imagine what that could mean for military professionals or senior managers who typically struggle with high CRS requirements. What stays the same? Before you get too excited, let's talk about what's not changing. The 2025 categories remain in place. French proficiency, healthcare, STEM, trades, agriculture, and education. You still need strong language scores, and I cannot stress this enough. Maximize your language scores. CRS scores still matter for selection, and general and program-specific draws continue. The military category is an addition, not a replacement. Think of it as an extra door into Canada. All right, let's get practical. What should you do right now to prepare? I'm going to give you specific action steps for each category. For military professionals, start gathering all your military documentation now. That is your ranks, deployments, specialized training certificates, and as much as you can dig up. Get detailed reference letters describing your technical expertise. Highlight transferable skills, project management, team leadership, technical specializations. Document any NATO or allied operations experience. Start improving your English or French scores immediately. For senior managers, prepare detailed letters showing team sizes, budgets managed, and measurable results. Document any digital transformations or restructuring you've led. Quantify your achievements. Increased revenue by X%, reduced cost by Y%. Get letters from senior executives validating your impact. For researchers, compile all publications, patents, and grants. Document successful commercialization of research. Get collaboration letters from Canadian institutions if you have them. Link your work to Canadian priority sectors. Language proficiency emphasis. Now, let me be absolutely clear about something that could make or break your application. Language scores. I don't care if you're a decorated military officer or a CEO of a major company. If your language scores are mediocre, you're fighting an uphill battle. Here's my advice. Aim for CLB 9 or higher in English, or NCLC 7 in French. Yes, it's challenging, but it's the single most controllable factor in your application. Take that test multiple times if needed. Invest in preparation courses. This is not where you want to cut corners. Remember, even with category-based selection, you're still competing with others in your category. Higher language scores give you the edge. Now, let's be transparent about what we don't know yet. Exact NOC codes haven't been confirmed. Draw frequencies and sizes are unknown. Security screening procedures for military applicants are still being developed, and the interaction with reduced 2026-2027 immigration levels is unclear. But here's the thing, those who prepare now will be ready when details are announced. Don't wait for perfect information before you start preparing. So how do you position yourself for success? Here's your strategic roadmap. Create your Express entry profile, now if you haven't already. Update everything. Make sure your profile is 100% complete and accurate. Check expiration dates on language tests and ECAs. Renew before they expire. Build your evidence package. Start collecting documents today. Consider French. If you qualify for both military and French categories, you're golden. Network with Canadian employers. A job offer still adds 50 to 200 points. Stay informed, follow IRCC updates religiously. Summary and key takeaways. Let's recap the game changers here. 3 new categories coming: leadership, research, and military. Lower CRS scores are possible through category-based selection. Military skills are finally being recognized for immigration. Consultation ended September 2025. Announcements from IRCC coming soon. Implementation is expected in 2026, and current categories will continue alongside the new ones. The bottom line? If you fit these categories, your Canadian dream just got a lot more achievable. Look, I know this is a lot to process, and you probably have a million questions. That's where we come in. At Chugo Immigration Services, we specialize in complex express entry applications. We've been closely following these consultations, and we're ready to help you navigate these changes. Here's what you should do. Visit chugoimmigration.com right now. Fill out our free assessment form. It takes just 5 minutes. We'll review it for free and contact you only if we see a real opportunity. If you need detailed consultation, we'll provide professional advice from regulated consultants who know this system inside out. Don't wait until 2026 to start preparing. The winners will be those who start today. Hit that like button if this video helped you, share it with anyone who needs to see this, and drop a comment below. What category are you most excited about? Remember, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next update on these changes. I'm Pius from Chugo Immigration Services, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep pushing toward your Canadian dream.